Hello, welcome back to my channel of Global Solutions. This is the second part of my solutions for Boeing Company, part 2. So I'm calling the attention of the CEO, Kelly Ortberg, and all the strikers of Boeing Company. As I said, this is part 2. For those who missed the part 1, it'll be here somewhere. This is part 1. I'll put it down below so you can have a start and continuance of my presentation. The title of this presentation is Boeing Company, How to Generate Revenue During the Strike. Boeing Company, how to generate revenue during the strike. My objectives are: number 1, reduce the debt of Boeing Company, protect the credit rating of Boeing Company, and protect workers of Boeing Company. I'm an accountant, so I'll give you a small presentation on the financial statement of Boeing Company. Here's Boeing sales revenue in billions in 21, 22, and 23. As you see, this is net income or loss. Loss is in red. 2.2 billion, 4.9 billion, and 4.2 billion from 21 to 23. But of course, Boeing Company has been losing money since 2018. So, is it doable for Boeing Company to accept the 40% pay increase and traditional pension that the workers who are striking to be given this? It's extremely difficult because, as you see, it's all losses. Now, in the first part, I introduced traditional modern marketing. And this is how Boeing's traditional marketing is working. In 2023, Boeing Company spent $100 million. Excuse me, I'll have to drink some water. Now, $100 million on advertising, digital, print, and national TV. But who benefits from this aside from the advertisers? How does the United States benefit from this? How does other companies benefit from this other than the national TV, the printers, the digital advertisers? That's it. Now, let me show you the financial statement of 2023. The gross profit of Boeing is $7.7 billion. Then after expenses, including advertising expense of $100 million, the net profit was $2.2 billion. That's the traditional marketing. My company is this is how it would look like with modern marketing. The same thing here, but see here, it's 400 million added to the revenue. Instead of 100 deduction, it added $400 million. I'll go back to this later. Less expenses, other expenses. The net loss now is 1.8 billion instead of 2.2 billion. Now, for Boeing Company, adopt my modern marketing, my proposal is to establish National Center of Modern Government Forum. I'll get back to that. Now, modern marketing. Other companies, we will offer this to other companies in the United States of America. Look at Amazon, how much they spent on advertising alone. 13.5 billion, Comcast 6 billion, almost 7 billion. Google or Alphabet, 4.37. Amex, American Express, 4.27 billion. Procter & Gamble, P&G, 5.06 billion. Walt Disney, 5.05 billion. Now, you will notice the figures are all in red because these are all expenses, just like Boeing at 100 million. Only it is that very small amount of money. Unlike these companies. Now, I only chose 6 companies. But how many companies, big companies, are there in the United States? That's almost 500,000. Is it 500,000? Oh, no, 500. This is only 6 companies. And look at the big red numbers. Now, modern marketing, the minimum revenue of forum, just the forum, will be is estimated at $400 million up to $6.2 billion for the first year. Look at this. I told you I'll come back to this. $400 million. There's the 400 million. I'm only allowing 400 million estimate, very conservative estimate, instead of giving them the 6.2 billion right away. That's just for the first year. Now, this is, I've gone through this. Now, the benefits to implement this for the government is a minimum of 870 billion. Take a look at this, and about 500 companies, and I only chose 6. 6.2 billion is very, very conservative. And I said I only gave 400 million, very conservative figure. And the government will get 870 billion to 1.8 trillion a year. What is $1.8 trillion going to do for America? The U.S. debt, it is currently at 35 trillion, will reset into a downward trend without raising taxes. There will be no more budget deficits. The economy will improve. Climate change will reverse. Social Security Trust Fund will be restored. Public pension liabilities will be erased. Public pension. Department of Defense modernization will be implemented. I believe I allow this at least additional 400 billion to modernize all branches of the Department of Defense without raising taxes. Jobs will be created in America, millions. Homelessness will be solved without raising taxes. Salaries and wages will increase, particularly for the federal employees. And of course, it will go into private companies as well. There will be no more government shutdowns. Now, Second year of implementation for U.S. companies is a very conservative estimate of 24 billion to 36 billion a year. All those companies, up to close to 500 companies, big companies, will benefit tremendously. So, this is for Boeing companies. Company executives to witness my presentation. It will take me 1 to 2 days because it took me 40, close to 50 years to develop all this. It didn't happen overnight. So it'll take me 1 to 2 days, just the executives and the board members. Here are the options for Boeing Company. My live in-person presentation, as I said, 1 to 2 days. I will charge 1.5 million presentation fee. The deposit to schedule my presentation and prepare myself to do this is $150,000. Now, there are two choices for Boeing. If my program is rejected for whatever reason, I will waive the 1.350 balance. Or if Boeing executives and board members says, we love your program, we accept it, then you will have to pay me the final payment of 1.350 million. Now, number 4, we will schedule and prepare the establishment of National Center of Modern Government Forum. Not only that, I will also provide you the option to adopt this International Center of Modern Government Forum, meaning this will go worldwide. Here's a few estimates that I've done in the past. For other countries like European Union countries or members, the benefit for EU is $560 billion. The United States is $1.8 trillion. Australian dollars is 10 billion annually. Canada, 25 billion Canadian dollars annually. I only have those three. For other countries around the world, I will have to sit down and prepare the estimate. Now, all of these programs and solutions are available with or without workers' strike. Let's say suddenly the workers on strike says, okay, we will take the 25%. Boeing Company will still lose money, so Boeing can still adopt this. Or if Boeing say, okay, we will offer the 30% plus whatever bonuses, this still works because this is much better with the strike out of the strike, because the losses of Boeing Company will rise. Where is that? $2.2 billion plus 30% of salary increases, wages increases. This will rise. So my program will neutralize that negative impact of the 25% or 30%, whatever it is. It works for everybody. It works for the government. It will work for about 345 million Americans in the United States of America. Now, as I said before, these are my guarantees. These guarantees are standard for all of my programs and solutions, all of this. Especially for Boeing, where you have people in the military and intelligence agencies, the part of your company, those who retired from law enforcement or military or intelligence, none of them will be able to match my programs, solutions, strategies, everything. And no companies other than my company can develop these advanced programs and solutions. I think that's it for today. I will have part 3, solutions for Boeing. And I will cover the losses that you're having on space and security programs. Goodbye for now. Thank you again for watching my Global Solutions presentation. Bye.